So,
Charleston Southern head coach Gabe Gardini and the team coming off an overtime loss at Eastern Illinois. That concluded their league play for the year. They got one more, though. They're going to be at Florida State on Saturday afternoon. So, coach, just some general thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
yeah, I mean, I think our team, man, we are, they are, and we have battled and battled and battled all season long. We have been in a bunch of close games, and unfortunately, not able to get on the right side of them. But just another tough association game, right? Goes to overtime, just some weird things happen there that were unique that led to us not getting the win. But man, our guys played incredibly hard. It was great to see us, get those 7 sacks. It was great to see us, come from behind and tie the game up. Obviously, just compete at such a high level. It's great to see our punt return team, make some plays and get going. Obviously, just we are not wasting the lessons. I think football is a great picture of what life is like, and just because we've been through some hardship and some things that maybe haven't gone our way, here we don't believe that just because you're a Christian or just because you're a Christ follower means that you're going to be blessed. It means you're going to be in the Lord's will. And sometimes the Lord's will is maybe to suffer a little bit. Hey, we're still blessed to play this beautiful game and go to this great university and work at this great university and compete in such a great league with so many great coaches and players, and just have been impressed with just the league in general, of just how there's so much parity. You got to show up every week and play, and we feel like we've been right there, and so you're trying to take the positives there and really learn some great life lessons because that's really what this is all about, is growing closer to the Lord and really testing that character. Sometimes it gets refined in tough ways, Kyle. But hey, I'm going to pass the test. Our team is going to pass the test. They have shown great resolve. Our staff has shown great resolve to put good plans together every single week and just to compete in the right way.
Does it seem like you mentioned a lot of crazy bounces and plays, like maybe enough for a lifetime happened this year, and some of them gone your favor and sometimes they don't, but like how can you sum all that up to like the weirdness that has happened and sometimes in these really close games?
Yeah, I mean, some of it is just things you've never seen before. You get the snap over the holder's head there, and we're trying to be aggressive, and we're talking about our guys scooping and scoring, and doggone, we kicked the ball, which hey, we did it, and then to have it be rewarded with them at the first down and it's a spot foul, you're like, okay, and hey, Zach, give the officials credit, they did a good job, they administered it right. But our guys have just done so many things, in the game, just to fight back. I mean, just to get the punt returns going in the way we did in the second half, and to get the reverse to score and all that stuff, and shoot to make a defensive stop, to prevent them from in the half there on the 2-yard line. They about scored 2 plays earlier, and we got the guy down. We made him snap it again, and all of a sudden Jacoby picks the ball off, and hey, we're running down the field with it. So, hey, it's one of those deals, and I don't know how to explain it. It's been frustrating. It's frustrating to our players, but they've just shown as much resolve. These guys, in this day and age, we could have just packed it in, a while ago and said, all right, we're just going to get blown out here, or, whatever. And, to make that trip and we've lost 5 games by 5 points or less, and really most of them are 3 points or less, and had 2 kicks to try to win. We're in overtime with an opportunity to win. I mean, it's just, I don't know if it's bad luck or snake bit or, whatever. But sometimes this is how life goes. You can't control everything that happens to you. The only thing we can control is our response. And our guys have and they've responded great. And that's why I know they'll respond great this week. At Florida State, and it's a fun trip down there, and play like a you know what I'm saying, at the end of the season here, and against the team that's obviously very, very good.
Yeah, so talk about ending the season with a non-conference game against an FBS team, and just thoughts on Florida State.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times before, as an assistant, and so it's like I said, it's kind of like a bowl game. Hey, it's be a big stadium, and it should be good weather, and I think it's their homecoming, obviously, loud crowd and all that stuff, so that'll be very exciting, and so got to put a good plan together, and talking about them, they are, they're a really elite football team. They got good players on both sides of the ball. That front seven, or probably more like front 14, because they really got two units. They roll at you. I mean, they got some elite players. The Farmer kid, the Jackson kid, Peyton. They bring guys in rotation. Up front that are they're big and can run. On the back end, the Brown kid is leading them in tackles. And then offensively, doggone, they got a bunch of good players over there. I mean, I've, being in Georgia before, I've known about Cam Davis, I think, since he was 14 years old. Hitting home runs and playing quarterback at Doherty High, and now he's a tailback at Florida State. They got a lot of good players. Um, and they've kind of reinvented themselves here. We'll see what they do. They've had some change on the staff and 2 weeks to prepare. So, trying to figure out, hey, exactly who they're, what they're going to do. But I know our guys are excited to go play and compete in the game.
And they're, a casual fan will just see their record, and they've had a disappointing record-wise season. You mentioned the talent though too, and then they have a big matchup with their rival next week. So it seems like they probably are in the same position you all have been. Sometimes things haven't gone their way, but I don't know. I don't know if I just can you speak to them being better than with their record, obviously.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, they've been in a ton of tight ones, and they've, haven't had some bounces go their way. They've had, some, whatever, some plays or that they probably wish they had back, just like we do. But very well coached. They play hard. Man, you're watching them play. I mean, even against doggone, last week or 2 weeks ago against Notre Dame. I mean, you see them, man, getting off of blocks and making plays, and it's like, okay, this is a good group, and I know certainly that they haven't, had maybe the season they wanted to, but they are a good football team, and they look like they're playing inspired, and certainly we're gonna, you know, go down there and see a team that is ready to play.
Coach, appreciate your time this morning and all season long, and just best of luck to them this weekend against the Seminoles.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to you, Kyle, and your staff for putting this together every week. It's the league has been I mean, it's been difficult this year. With just so many good football teams, a lot of parity. A lot of people, playing close games and knocking people off, and just the coaching and to all the folks that have put a whistle around their neck in this league. It's really have been a class act, and a joy for me to interact with. So greatly appreciate all the coaches and assistants and ads, and look forward to seeing everybody in Charlotte or at the convention.
Well, appreciate that, Coach, and I will pass that along.